thanks for coming to our concert in our house. Welcome to Little Brick. I'm Jenny from Little Brick, and we are thrilled to have you all here. Little Brick is a cafe, usually open from 8 till 4 every day, serving brunch and coffee and licensed, so you can have a beer on the patio in the summer. But we really thought it was kind of tragic that this house was sitting quiet and empty every evening. And so we wanted to fill the house with people, fill the house with music, lean into the arts that is Riverdale. Every second house has an artist living in it. That might even be understating it. So we too want to be a house with artists in it. And so we really thank you for participating in this and for being here. This house was built in 1904, and if these walls could talk, they would have all kinds of stories to tell us. And I'm sure that these are not the only artists that have ever been in this house. I'm sure there has been many that have come through. So we are privileged to be a part of that history and ongoing story as a part of the Riverdale neighborhood in Little Brick. We are, again, like I said, we host brunch every day, and we would love for you to come back if you haven't been before. And even if you have been, we'd love to see you again. And so as a thank you for coming tonight, we will be giving you a 20% off gift certificate as you leave. So we hope that you will come back for brunch or lunch on another day. And also just to let you know that we ran short on chips, but the benefit of owning two restaurants in the same neighborhood is you can get chips fast. So we have some more coming, and so at the break we'll have more for those of you that didn't get, or if anybody needs a little refill. And then we'll also have drinks available again at the break, so if you need a refill on that, that will all be available for you. So again, thank you so much for coming. We really appreciate you being here. And we are super thankful to be partnering with Prairie Song Alliance, who they're friends with all the artists more than we are. So they're our connection, they're our link. And so I will turn it over to Paul to introduce our artists for tonight.
Thanks, Jenny. And thanks to all of you for being here. We're very grateful that you've taken the time and spent your money to come and support live music and local artists in Edmonton. Support a local business as well. It means a lot that you're willing to be here. It's a big deal. So I am with Prairie Song Alliance. My name is Paul Jensen, and we love what we do. We love that we get to work with venues like Little Brick, places that want to invest in the arts and invest in artists. And we're really excited about an opportunity to be able to have a series like River Valley Sound, to be able to do something that really isn't happening anywhere else in Edmonton, to be able to have something like this, a house concert series in a beloved establishment where you get to come and get close to the artist, and you can ask questions and that kind of thing. So before I get into how tonight's going to go, I'll let you know that this is a series. So it's on the third Wednesday of every month. We are going to have another artist that comes onto this very stage and stands in front of this very crowd. Those artists are curated, so we choose them based on not only the content that they create and how well they create music and perform, but also how invested they are in the community. And like us, Prairie Song Alliance, we're all about growing stronger together. So we are looking for artists who are also connected and engaged in the community, just like Little Brick is. And so we want to celebrate those artists by giving them a platform to be able to share their craft in an intimate setting, and then get to know a crowd of people in a way that maybe they haven't before. So every third Wednesday, this is going to happen. So April 15th, which is also my birthday. So all I want for my birthday is for you to come back here to Little Brick and hang out with me. Hang out with me and hang out with Sam Steffen. So Sam Steffen is sitting right here front and center. And Sam is this past year's Edmonton Folk Music Festival Emerging Artist of the Year Award winner, and well-deserved, absolutely incredible songwriter and storyteller. And you'd be very lucky to come back in April and see Sam. So we have actually got QR codes available right now for you to be able to check that show out. If you have come to a show already and you use code RVS return, you can get 15% off of your next show here at Little Brick, and so that's just our thank you for continuing to support the arts. So moving on, I'm just going to give you a quick little rundown on how tonight's going to go, and then I'll bring on our performers for tonight. So they're going to come out. They're going to share a set. We'll have music till about 8 o'clock or so, and then we're going to give you a little break. You can stretch your legs and get another drink if you like, and fill up on chips. And then we're going to come back, and we're going to do something that is also a bit unique in the Edmonton music community. We're going to give you a chance to be able to ask questions of the artist. I'll get things started. I have some questions ready to go to sort of prime the pump, but we're going to have a microphone roving around the room, and you're going to be allowed to ask questions as well. And you can ask whatever you want. They have to answer. And then we'll wrap things up with another 20 minutes of music or so, and then we'll say goodnight. The whole we some of us are in our 40s and beyond. We want to get to bed at a reasonable time, So that's what we want to start it at a reasonable time. Get you out of here at a reasonable time. We've all got lives, right? So we'll do it that way. So just think about your questions as we go. And so here we go. So, Kaylin and Spencer are just absolutely wonderful human beings. I've gotten to know them over the past several years of just traveling in this Edmonton music community together, and love their music for sure, but their hearts are humongous. They have a real heart for community, first of all, but they write from that same heart. There's a real tenderness and creativity that comes through in what they craft, and the way they show up in their performance, that comes through in spades. So we are very, very lucky indeed, and it is our pleasure to introduce Loud in the Pines.
Hello, everyone. I'm Kaylin. This is Spencer. We don't know what to do when people say nice things about us, so we're going to start by playing a song.
We're going to start with a song called Tree Song.
see them like fires in the dark. We're all the same. Oh, love, let's lie upon the rich ground. Beneath our apple tree, with its blossoming crown, a stranger planted it before we knew how. It's growing now. It's growing now. Oh, love, come be with me. Oh, love, come be with me. Oh, love, come be with me. Oh, love, come be with me.
Well, thank you so much.
We're so happy to be here tonight. House concerts, and especially in places like this, are some of like our favorite things to play. The songs that we wrote, so that one song is on the first album, that full-length album that we recorded. We released it last year. Thank you. We wrote it all about home and the concept of home and our community. It's an album that means a lot to us personally. We live in Garneau. We've lived there for a really long time. I've lived in Garneau and Old Strathcona my entire life, so I'm a hyper-local Edmontonian and very much value that, I think. And so we've tried to do some honor to that value of ours in the songs that we've written. The next song that we're going to share with you, if you've heard us play before, this is likely the song that you've heard. It's a song about how we are not great at gardening, which if you've seen our house ever, you know that's true, and about how we're still figuring out our way through life. It's called Weeds.
In our backyard, there's a garden just waiting to be born. I can feel it, green and wild, nothing like the ones in magazines. In the springtime, we could plant it, but we don't know what it needs. And the ground is crowded with weeds right now. The ground is crowded with weeds. Ooh. In our backyard, I bring water to the plants that you brought home. We worry over how they're coping, see the neighbor's lawn so neat and dear. In the evening, we build fires and we talk about next year. But the clouds are drawing near right now. The clouds are drawing near. Ooh. In our backyard, we are struggling. Nothing planned will grow. I start over, then you show me where the weeds move. There are butterflies, and beginning to smile. Ooh, ooh, ooh. In our backyard, there's a garden just waiting to be born. I can feel it, green and wild, nothing like the ones in magazines. In the springtime, we could plant it, fill it with what we need. But I think we like the weeds right now. I think we like the weeds. Yeah, I think we like the weeds right now. I think we like the weeds. Ooh, ooh, ooh,
Thank you.
Well, thank you guys. Well, we're going to continue on with some new music now. It's always a bit of a question when you're preparing a set, you know, what balance of old and familiar and new and exciting you want to do. And
Even just for ourselves. Spencer said last time we talked about how much new music we play. Oh, Kaylin gets bored a lot.
which is true and is good. Because I think it's always driving us to keep writing and to keep trying new stuff, and I get bored too. So we're in the midst right now of our next writing project. We sort of got the itch in the fall, and I guess January-ish set about to have some focus time to write some new songs and have a little collection that is coming together and that we're hoping to put out sometime soon, but we don't know exactly when. But we're looking at these songs, and we hadn't written them necessarily with a theme in mind, but as we took stock of them all together, I think the theme that emerged was one of connection between us and others.
Yeah, I think we were talking about it, and it's like people trying to do better, whether they succeed or not. The difference that one thing can, the difference that like one event can have on your life, and how it's worth trying again anyways.
So we're gonna play a song on that theme called Fool's Gold.
I just stand till they make me move. Wrote it down wrong, left my phone off. I swear to God I didn't mean to. Ooh. Blurry skyline, thank the cheap wine. The house still shines like I used to do. Left a hero, missed the funeral. Came crawling home, wondering what's true. Ooh. Ooh. And I don't know why I am broken, like the promise I made to come home. And I don't know why I was hoping I could be something more than fool's gold. I should have known. I should have known. Chairs in a row, family photos. Through the window they there's a spare key. Memory taunts me. I thought I'd be the one to honor you. And I don't know why I am broken, like the promise I made to come home. And I don't know why I was hoping I could be something more than fool's gold. I should have known. I should have known. And I don't know why I am broken, like the promise I made to come home. And I don't know why I was hoping I could be something more than fool's gold. I should have known. I should have known.
Thank you, everyone.
So it's the day after St. Patrick's Day. Who here likes St. Patrick's Day? Thank you. I like the mix of hand raising and cheers. We met many years ago playing Irish music together. So we met in a trad Irish band. And those roots, although we're playing things that we write now and playing this kind of original folk music, we're never too far, I think, from wanting to write about Ireland and wanting to be in Ireland. We have visited 3 times so far. I think we would move there in a heartbeat if we could. But this next song that we're going to play for you, this is one that is on our record, and one of its many, many inspirations was 2 weeks that we spent on the west coast of Ireland, in a house, waking up to the Atlantic Ocean, just a 5-10 minute walk from the cliffs of Moher, and just the landscape rolling out in front of us. So this song is called Selkie, and it's one that we wanted to... Whoa! I'm glad that wasn't me.
I thought I'd try my pedal board over here tonight, and then there's a reason why it's normally over here.
So we're going to play, anyway, a couple Irish influenced songs for you, and this is the first one. As long as your guitar's okay.
Watch, hit the first chord, all out of tune.
To a silver sky with velveteen fields nearby and soft endless water. I take the long way outside. I dreamt of her sulky eyes, the promise they offered. I followed
tumbles down into the sea. Is she singing there, waiting for me to rise like a wave and discover a different way to be? I can't hold her in my mind, her shape shifting with the tide, an ephemeral dream. So I stand on the borderline where sea and stone collide. Could I live in between? I follow the creek as it tumbles down into the sea. Is she singing there, waiting for me to rise like a wave and discover a different way to be? I wake to a silver sky, leave all my fears behind. Rivers and rainstorms will carry my love far and wide. I follow the creek as it tumbles down into the sea. Is she singing there, waiting for me to rise like a wave and discover a different way to be? I follow the creek as it pours itself into the sea. She is singing there, waiting for me to rise like a wave and discover a different way to be, a different way to be.
Thank you. Now we're doing guitar change back. So Spencer has guitars in 2 different tunings, which is why we're doing the guitar change. It also means that I get to fill more time talking, which is a really big challenge for me sometimes, and other times, not at all. The next song that we're going to share with you is a song, so continuing our St. Patrick's Day +1, I guess, honoring event. We're going to sing a song by an Irish singer-songwriter. So this is one of 2 songs that we're going to share with you that we didn't write ourselves. This one is by a fellow named John Doyle, who lives in America, but he's Irish. We saw him in Cape Breton.
Yeah, for
a couple
Celtic
years
Colours
ago,
a couple of
at
years
Celtic
ago.
Colours, and it was the most amazing thing. Spencer's been listening to him play like Irish trad guitar for a very long time, and then we discovered his songwriting and learned this duet of his with, Karen Casey, I think.
I think so.
We both think so. So I'm right. It's not like this is being recorded, so no one will ever be able to fact check me. This song is called Bitter the Parting, and it is, although a contemporary song, it's written very much in the Irish folk song vein of lovers being separated, and it's probably the fault of the English.
Yeah.
soft and green. We walked without speaking, your arm held in mine, and the lone dove was singing as we passed on by. And bitter the parting of lovers entwined.
You said that you loved me. You said that you cared. You told me you would never go and leave me behind. The one that I love has altered his mind. It's bitter, the parting of lovers entwined.
I have to leave now, this place I adore. No more can I wander these wild glens and shores, for the tyrants have robbed me of house, land, and pride. And bitter the parting of lovers entwined.
The dew from the morning still hung from the leaves. The dogs, they were barking from over the fields.
When you sighed and I cried for what we had done, and it's bitter the parting of the wounded in love. So we kissed and we parted, and from her I did steer. I sat by the river and watched it flow by. Like time in a bottle, it weaves and it glides, and bitter the parting of lovers entwined.
Thank you all so much. So we're going to try to make a nice segue out of our Irish theme section. We're going to do a song by...
That's the segue. That's the sound
That wasn't
of
the
a segue. It's like you picture it as a crescendo.
Yeah. We're going to do a song by the great singer, songwriter, guitar player Aoife O'Donovan. Very Irish name, although she's American. I'm pretty sure she was born in the States, but obviously of Irish heritage. And she... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Did you say this is our kind of like halfway? This song is not about Ireland, but it is written by somebody with a very Irish name. And we'll escort you all on this lovely journey back.
She has a lovely album called In the Magic Hour, and I think based on our reading, it was inspired by her grandfather, who was Irish and born in Ireland and lived in Ireland. And so it's a beautiful album if you get a chance to hear it, but this is a song off of that called Porch Light.
The darkest night I've ever seen, it was the night you came to me on your knees, whispering, I'm sorry. Keeping time with your heartbeat, I danced along on 2 left feet. You kissed my cheek and left me on a city street. Tell me, where'd you go when you left my home on your bike alone? There was room for me on your handlebars. We could have seen the stars. You wanna live a life of restlessness, wander around singing the blues. You find solace in the barroom girls, they got nothing to lose. You wanna live a life of loneliness, baby, so do I. I wanna sit under the porch light and watch the yellow moon rise. If I were to let you go, how far you'd fall, I'll never know. I'd grab your toes and swing you like a circus show. Tame the tiger, swallow fire, tiptoe across the tightrope wire. Out there I hear the choir. Would you help me find another stone to grind or another man to mind? Would you recognize that I might be a prize? I might be a prize. You wanna live a life of restlessness, wander around singing the blues. You find solace in the barroom girls, they got nothing to lose. You wanna live a life of loneliness, baby, so do I. I wanna sit under the porch light and watch the yellow moon rise. You wanna live a life of loneliness, baby, so do I. I wanna sit under the porch light.
Thank you very much. So we're going to continue on with another new song of ours. Yeah. I think we got time for a few more in the set.
Great,
Yeah.
great. Yeah, this song, this is the first time we've played it for people. Yeah, that is maybe not the right vibe for us. But I really like the energy in terms of like, I really wish we could. I feel like I'm now going to tell a small little anecdote about one of the songs that's on our album where we wrote it. We were so excited about the first draft of it. It was like, this is upbeat, this is fast. We've finally written something that like feels like it's going to be a little bit of a bop. We've got this going. And then we got into the studio and our producer was like, absolutely not. That is not how this song should go. And we slowed it down a ton and made it really sad. And now it's one of the saddest songs for me to sing on the album.
And he was right. It's
Yeah,
better.
It's
but
beautiful.
Yeah.
We love it, but it is, we've discovered our forte is elsewhere. We keep discovering that, but we keep trying, which is, again, what you have to do. This next song, though, is a song that's very, yeah. Whew. It is gonna, it's a bit of a ride.
So, yeah. So, this one's really personal. Whew, now I'm going to hold it together. Okay, I got this. So,
We can do this.
yeah, so Kaylin's Aunt Sheila passed away, I guess, last year in 2025. And she was just I obviously didn't know her as long as Kaylin did, but, from the moment I met her, you could just tell she was just a remarkable woman. She was a fixture in the community. She was a true, oh my goodness.
We are both having a lot of emotions on stage right now.
She was just I think a model for how one should aspire to live their life and treat others.
Yeah, so we wrote this song for her. It's kind of, it feels to us like a really lovely continuation of our first album where we wrote it all about our house and home in Garneau. And this song feels a little bit to me like it could have been a bonus track or something on it. It's called Sea Holly.
We wed in September, the theater glowed in candlelight with hanging vines, red velvet roses. You and your family brought food down the road. The tables were laden with love, and there was sea holly blue in my hands. We struck up the band and spent the night singing, hands held fast in homemade chords. We left better than we were before. We left better than we were before. You found the house that we made a home. 100 years it weathered here, close to your own. Friends moved next door and seeds were sown. The blossoms came swiftly and sure, and there was sea holly blue in the ground. The fences came down, we built a small heaven. 4 years on, they emptied drawers. They left us better than we were before. They left us better than we were before. Green turns to gold, seasons are cold, seasons ending. Shadows are long, the sun growing strong, spring again. Then flowers decay, night conquers day, grief and mourning. Sunlight returns back where we were, still transforming. Green turns to gold, evenings are cold, seasons ending. Shadows are long, sun growing strong, spring again. Then flowers decay, night conquers day, grief and mourning. Sunlight returns back where we were, still transforming. And there was sea holly, blue as the sky, when we said goodbye. Gathered round Rose Hill, what we'd give for one day more. You left us better than we were before. You left us better than we were before.
Well, thank you all so much. All right, we need to pick it up. Paul, you okay? One or two? Yeah, okay. Well, how about we do one more and we'll say, yeah.
Perfect.
Perfect. Let's do fresh tomatoes.
Great.
So, I got in the door. Well, actually, before I got in the door, so I have a day gig like many of us do, and for whatever reason, things weren't going particularly well that day, and I was in a bit of a huff, and got in my car to drive home, and I listened to a lot of Boy Golden. Are there any Boy Golden fans? Yeah. Katie and Lunch Meat is an amazing song, and it's one of my favorite work quitting songs. So put that on and put it on repeat and drove home. And then we were planning to write a song that night, and I said, I think we should write a song about quitting our jobs. And so this is what we came up with. It sounds nothing like Katie and Lunch Meat, but that was sort of the inspiration. That's where it started. It's called Fresh Tomatoes. Yeah, and I guess if this is the last song of the set, we're going to play one more, then we'll take a little break. I'll maybe take a second just to thank our host tonight. So Jenny and Little Brick, thanks for providing this amazing venue for us to perform in, and thanks to Paul and the Prairie Song Alliance for orchestrating this whole thing. There's a lot of moving parts to organize, and you just do an amazing job of it, and you're so closely connected to the community, and it's really awesome that this sort of opportunity exists. So we're grateful to both Little Brick and the Prairie Song Alliance. So let's give it up for them. Let's play it really fast.
Yeah.
I drive the long way to the office, stopping at every yellow light. The parking lot is full already. Oh, my collar's feeling tight. I'll bleed myself dry one more time, one more time. At home I cut up red tomatoes. You fill my cup and I breathe in. The pot boils over while I'm dreaming of never going back again. But we need to get by one more time. So I'll bleed myself dry one more time, one more time. Fluorescent light, silent rooms, one more time, one more time. Important men in shiny suits, one more time, one more time. I take a break, I think of you, one more time, one more time. And everything will end too soon, I want more time. Now Monday morning's cool and rainy. I make us coffee as you sleep. My hands still smell like fresh tomatoes. Think I'm gonna take a leap and leave safe behind one more time. I can't bleed myself dry one more time. We'll leave safe behind one more time. I can't bleed myself dry one more time, one more time.
Thank you all so much. We'll take a little break, and then we'll be back for some Q&A.
See you in that room.
Awesome. Thanks so much, you guys. What a fantastic first set. Incredible. One more big hand for Kaylin and Spencer for Loud in the Pines, you guys. Amazing. Alrighty. Well, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in about 15 minutes, so 20 after or so. Make sure you're thinking about your questions, you guys. I'm sure that you can track down Kaylin and Spencer at the merch table. There's a vinyl there that I've got my eye on. You're not allowed to buy the diamond-looking vinyl before I do. But please buy one and take it home and have a chat with these guys during the break, and we'll see you back in about 15 minutes. Well, all right. So we're going to move into the question and answer portion of our evening. Nola's right back here, waving her hand. Nola's got a microphone just like this one, and it's a roving mic. So if you have a question that you would like to ask Kaylin and Spencer, just pop your hand up. She'll wander on over, hand you that microphone, and you'll be next. I'll get jumping with a couple of questions here, and then maybe that'll inspire you to ask something, hard-hitting and real thought-provoking. Just a reminder. You've seen the signs, and you would have seen it as part of the advertisement as well. Tonight's all recorded, so we're saving everything for posterity. It'll end up on YouTube. So just keep the swearing to a minimum. We're not saying no swearing, just tastefully. Just be tasteful about it. All right, cool. So thank you for being here, you guys. You're doing.
Thanks so much for having us.
You're doing okay. You're enjoying it.
We're doing great.
Okay, yeah. So I'm grateful that you're here. So you have been you kind of alluded to this earlier, but you've been making music together for quite some time. So now, can you just kind of give us a window into how the evolution happened from making music in sort of a band setting to then we're gonna go out on our own and do our own thing? How did that all materialize?
Yeah. So over the course of 20 years now. We met in 2006.
Trying to not date us. I was trying to keep the years.
We met in 2019 and are in our mid to late 20s. So we met some years ago because we were both asked to play in a. Thanks, Paul. That's a good idea. Yeah, we were both asked to play in a traditional Irish band together. So I sort of got recruited first to play guitar, and I'd never played Irish music before. I'd never listened to it, but I was 17, 18 at the time, and of course I'm like, yep, I'll do that. And then Kaylin shortly after got asked to join us as well. And so that was sort of our meeting story. And
the band played together we put out a record. We had a CD release concert at the Royal Alberta Museum. Yes, some people in this room were there.
What's the name of the band, Kaylin?
It was McKeever's Crossing.
Okay.
It was named after a piece of land in Barrhead that our band leader's family owned. So it was it was really cool. We got to visit it once. The actual McKeever's Crossing. But the band stopped playing together when everybody kind of left for music school and other pursuits. And we had quite a few years, I think, where Spencer was playing with a couple other people in Calgary. I wasn't doing much. I did some choir singing. And then we, I guess, went to a singing lesson, a group adult singing class at the Citadel Theatre.
I think I really have Kaylin to thank for sort of the spark that got us back into music and into whatever we're doing now. I had
Still music.
Yeah. Would you call this music? I had only ever played guitar, and I was deathly shy about singing. I would just flat out refuse to do it. And eventually, with enough time, Kaylin persuaded me to take a singing class together, and that was just the moment that changed everything. And that was some years ago. Yeah. And
37 years ago.
Yeah. And so we started singing. I sort of started to find a voice and explore that aspect of music and creativity. And I guess, a few years ago now, we decided we'd try our hand at songwriting. We wrote a little bit in the old band and did a little bit of writing here and there, but I never been serious about songwriting. So we said, well, maybe we can be serious songwriters. And we tried a little bit of a test project. So we're going to write an EP, write 6 tracks, and came up with a bit of a concept and a theme for it and wrote to that and discovered that we were able to work together and actually really enjoyed it. And so that sort of led to the recording of our first EP, Bitter Bright, and then everything since then, I guess, is sort of history. Yeah, we've just been continuing on with that ever since.
It's all sunshine and rainbows, high and to the right. That's great.
As every musician's life is all
Indeed.
sunshine.
Yes,
and
exactly. Yeah, no complaints. That's right. I think that's awesome. Good stuff. So I got asked this question by a few folks who were gatherings, and I would like to ask it as well. So the name Loud in the Pines, I love it so much. It's at the same time it has this kind of this haunting, unsettled sort of vibe, but also this real cozy, homey vibe, right? So this real feeling of both those things, is wilderness, but also at home, which is. It speaks to you guys a lot, so I'm maybe answering the question for you. But where did you land on the name? Where did it come from?
So we found the name. We actually had started writing songs with a different name, and then Abandoned BC took it. So I.
We're not going to name them because it's water under the bridge.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah.
No.
Hot take.
No.
I will say that I, out of pure spite, just held on to the domain for another year.
Yeah, but they flat out, they had another name and they had music out, and then they just decided to change their name. So, which
It's
is
okay,
tough
this
because
name
then
is better for us
then
anyway.
they're already.
Sounds like they came
yeah.
to one of your shows and they're like, "That's a great name. We're going to yoink this thing."
Yeah.
Holy cow!
No, we hadn't really put anything out yet, so we decided we were going to look for a name in places that we valued or matched up with things that we aspired to for our sound. So we went to poetry, and "Loud in the Pines" is a phrase from a Walt Whitman poem that's called "When Lilacs Last in the Dooryard Bloomed," and it's a very long poem that's an elegy for Abraham Lincoln, actually. But the specific section, I'll let you read the quote.
So we're going to
don't
read the
worry.
entire
Yeah.
poem for you.
Yeah. So
Settle in,
buckle up.
folks.
Yeah.
We this whole section, the one section that we chose this phrase from is talking about kind of the grieving song of the hermit thrush in pines and cedar forests, and how kind of melancholy and celebratory it was at the same time. And so that really spoke to something that we wanted to capture and wanted to,
Nailed it. Yeah.
I guess, evoke in our songwriting. So Spencer prepared for this and has the poem on his phone.
Prepared in that I had it pulled up on my phone. I don't think I've ever read this before. Out loud, I've read it. To the tally of my soul, loud and strong kept up the gray-brown bird, with pure, deliberate notes spreading, filling the night. Loud in the pines and cedars dim, clear in the freshness moist and the swamp perfume, and I with my comrades there in the night. And it goes on.
And it goes
But
lovely. Thanks for sharing, you guys. All right. Does anyone have any questions from the audience yet? I can keep on going all night, but all right, let's go. Noah?
Thanks for the concert. It was excellent. You choose very great covers. I think that the way you take other people's songs, other authors' songs, make them your own, and then present them inside the flow of your own show is it feels very organic to me. I was just wondering, what do you go out hunting and looking for songs that speak out to you that way, and how does one pop out to you? You know.
This is an awesome question. We have several different notes on our phones of songs we love that we want to sing just because either of us thinks they're fun. And most of those don't make it into our set list because when we try them, we realize they don't work for us. And there's things about them that we love, but there's things that I think never quite feel like they've clicked. So we have our set list is on my iPad, and I have so many songs that just we've played once and have never tried again. I think the ones that stick around, there has to be something in it that connects for both of us. So there has to be some interesting guitar, I think is a really big deal. Like we joked about me being bored earlier, but Spencer has what I like to call fretboard brain. If any other musicians in the room can relate to this, but once he's holding a guitar, it's very difficult sometimes to get him to focus on other things. And so the guitar has to be like a prominent part, but also something interesting, and I think has to have something like compelling about it. And then I think for us, if we can do something interesting vocally for it is another big piece of it. So it's a really I feel like there's a million songs that we could cover that speak to us emotionally. And the ones that make it in the set list also have to connect on kind of like a technical level. Like there's something that has to work and has to gel. Because the breadth of our feeling and anyone's feeling is so huge. But it's fun to find a song where we feel like we've done something special or important with it. that adds to what the artist or may have originally wanted, rather than feeling like we're trying to take away from it. Like we don't really do like acoustic covers just to try it out, to play them for people very much. Like when you have like acoustic wedding songs or something like that, that's like if you do I don't know. We tried to do a version of Stick Season, which was just playing, so it's in my head. I love Stick Season. I think it's really fun to sing. It wouldn't work for us because it's just not the right vibe. So I think it's a match of all those things.
That self-awareness is fantastic. And if I can make a comment, like if I didn't know that the songs you were singing weren't your songs, I wouldn't know. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, oh, but yeah, this could be a Loud in the Pine song for sure. Like so you choose them very well. It's very well curated. So good job. Yeah.
We think probably too much about everything we do.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Old fretboard brain thinks a lot.
Okay. All right, we got another one. Nola's getting her steps in here. That's good.
I have a question about the songwriting process. If you could like describe the most challenging song that you've written so far, or and like maybe what was the easiest song that you've written that maybe came out in 10 minutes or something, like just sort of take me through the highs and the lows.
Yeah, thank you for the question. So I think one thing that has proven to be true is that no two songs are written following the same process. Like we don't have a formula we can follow.
We do co-write everything. Like nothing that we do, one of us has written. Like both of us have contributed to everything, which is sometimes great and sometimes very difficult.
Yeah, and we have our areas of strength where we'll tend to each make our biggest contribution to a song, and then we'll sort of meet. I guess in terms of the hardest and maybe most natural or quickest songs to write, I think the one that Kaylin mentioned earlier, when we attempted to write a bop, is probably, well, I mean, I don't know if, it maybe wasn't hard in the sense that it took a long time, right? You know, there's songs that you start and you never quite figure out, and it's years until maybe they click and, you know, you find the missing piece, and then you want to perform them, or maybe that never happens, right? And we have little tidbits, you know, everywhere of songs that, or of beginnings of songs. But in that case, it was the challenge with that one, and it was a song called "How I'll Remember You" on our last record. It just never quite clicked.
We went through also several versions of that song.
Yeah.
Like that's one where it didn't feel in the first place like it took a long time to write or was difficult, but then we rewrote it and rewrote it and rewrote it, which was a different.
Yeah, and we got into the studio and tried to record it the way we thought we wanted to record it, and like could probably dig up recordings of that, and just everybody agreed that nope, like it's just not working. And so that one was really interesting because in the moment in the studio I picked up a different guitar with a different tone, and sort of at the suggestion of our producer, an amazing musician and human by the name of Ben Plotnick, I just tried like a slower guitar part. We brought it right down, and then it sort of it worked like sort of immediately, and we just like recorded it then and there without too much thought. And so that it's a cool example of like how a particular song can be challenging for so long, you know, up until the very last minute, and then like suddenly click, and you're not really in control of. I feel like we're not in control of when and how that happens.
I think Weeds is probably one of the easiest in terms of processes that went really quickly. Like that one, I had written, I think, a bunch of the lyrics, if not all the lyrics. We're very deadline-oriented people, and we ended up writing this for a performance, so it was like the day before, we're still working on it. And I had the whole lyric set, I had the vibe of the guitar part that I wanted, we'd had the chords, we were working on the melody and the harmony parts, but it all came together. Like that one came together super quickly, Tree Song came together very quickly.
Yeah,
I had wrote the lyric set first for that one, but it was to a totally different melody in my head. Handed it off to Spencer while I went to work on something else, and came back and he'd finished the whole thing. And normally that doesn't happen that quickly. Normally it's like a bunch of work together and several iterations. And
yeah, that one I remember it was a spring day, sort of like today, and it would have been probably around March when we were writing, and we're just sitting in our little front office in the afternoon, and had like the sun beaming in, and it was like, you know, like 20 minutes or whatever, and it just like, but that happens so rarely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is very true.
We've definitely had songs too where like the difficult part has been trying to figure out our way in, and we have one song that we've written as like a candidate for the EP, and that's it's called Minneapolis, and it's about everything that's going on, like been going on in the States, and it's been very difficult to work on, like both vibe and just to get the tone right, because things like that you want to take your time with.
Yeah, and I think it's an example of a song that's sort of pushing us in a new direction, where it feels to me more like almost like sort of the original folk music, you know, like protest music. It's more direct in its messaging, and that's something like we don't really do very much of. Like we often have that sort of stuff, but it's a few layers deep. So yeah, I think that one's challenging in the respect that it's sort of breaking new ground for us, I think, and we're feeling our way through that.
You had mentioned Ben Plotnick, and so if you don't know this, so Every Color Left, it came out in 2025, and it's up for a Canadian Folk Music Award. It's been nominated for an award for production. So Ben's work is being nationally recognized because of his work on Every Color Left. So that's how good this guy is, and that's how good Kaylin and Spencer are to work with. So if you haven't heard the album on an actual CD itself, it's much different. So I want to encourage you to check that out. Well, I think we have time for one more from the crowd, and then we'll pull it back.
So again, wonderful show, amazing. I happen to have insider knowledge that there's a running note list of prompts and ideas and inspirations, and so I want to know what your favorite, in the sense of either funniest that it came into a song, or the one that you're hoping comes into a song.
In terms of prompts.
Yeah, in terms of prompts, like what led to a song, or what are you hoping will lead to a song?
I mean, yeah, the easiest thing for like what we're hoping is going to come into a song next. We just got back from a trip to Yellowknife, and it was 3 nights of us staring at the sky. And I don't know how we're going to capture that in a song. We thought about learning your Northern Lights song, and then realized we don't have a full recording of it.
Oh my
sing,
goodness!
But, like,
But we'll need to fix that.
we're going to now.
That's a massive compliment. Holy cow!
Next time, Paul. But there's a lot of. I feel like a lot of inspiration in the natural world for us, and just channeling those feelings. There's a lot of inspiration in other people, and in trying to process like our own emotions. There's a number of songs on our first album that are fully written as our own therapy songs of just like, we need to work through this feeling, we need to figure out what it is, figure out how we can share it with people, and hope that it connects with someone else. How'll Remember You is definitely another one of those if you are thinking about song tracks. But yeah, what are you hoping for next?
Well, yeah, I mean, my way in, you know, I have, you know, lyric bits here and there, but mostly for me, it's guitar voice memos. Like, I started on the guitar. That's still my entry point to like composition and songwriting. So I have a phone filled with just ideas.
Can you sing one for us?
Yeah, and so maybe it's not quite in the same vein, you know. Some of them are a little bit more out there. Yeah, I don't know if we have any. Do we have any funny prompts, or what about on the album?
On the album, I mean the cats.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. Talking about.
Do you want me to talk about it? Okay.
Could you remind me of the songs and their lyrics?
There's a song called "It Was a Close One" that's on our record. We might do it in the last set, but it has a line about tracking down stray cats, and that was from actual black kittens that were loose in our neighborhood. And over the course of a few weeks, we were in a neighbor group chat trying to hunt them down and like keep an eye on them. Like it was a team effort. Our neighbors on one side ended up corralling one of them in their bathroom, and he's very allergic to cats, so we went over and grabbed it. And then our neighbors on the other side ended up adopting both of the cats once we had them. So those cats have made it into a song, and that's definitely one of my favorite lines. We made a sticker. There's like a sticker that we have out front that's got the cats on it too, and that's they're little black cats that are just still, I think, semi-crazy. Yeah. But that one makes me smile every time we sing it.
I think that's what I love maybe the most about your music is how relatable it is. I mean, so the idea of going out and rescuing kittens in the neighborhood, it's like, okay, like a lot of us have stories about stray animals coming home or trying to make a garden work, or and somehow you've been able to translate those very common everyday life experiences into something just gorgeous and mirror it back to us in a way that's a work of art. And it's just it's so lovely to see, because it's an expression of your own experience, but I think also it's an expression of all of our experiences too. So we can see ourselves in the words that you write and the things that you share, and it's a real gift that you've given us in your music, you guys. So thank you very much for everything that you do, you guys.
Thank
We appreciate
you.
you very much.
Like
Yeah.
the highest compliment. And again, I'm weird with compliments, so you need to stop.
Well, one more big round of applause for our friends. All right, we're gonna get him off the hot seat here, and we're gonna let him sing us another few songs, and we're gonna just enjoy the rest of our evening with you. Thanks, friends.
Well, thank you all for the thoughtful questions. That was actually really fun.
We were scared. Not because of you, mainly because we never know what we're going to say.
We can only listen.
All right, we're deciding our next couple songs on the fly. So we are going to play for you next a song by... We're going to do another cover, actually, in the vein of talking about covers just now. This song is a song by Canadian singer-songwriter Ruth Moody, who is amazing. Our friend and producer Ben Plotnick has toured with her, and so we feel like now we get to be friends by association, but we haven't met her yet.
One day.
This song is called We Can Only Listen. It's a song that we played actually right after we got married. Were you going to say how many years ago that was?
Yeah, some years ago.
Nothing's working for me today. Maybe I'll go for a walk in the rain. I'm soaking wet, but my heart's on fire. I can't show it, but I'm all desire. Fox in throat and hand in sleeve, we try and ask for what we need. Getting lost in all the one-way streets, keep on walking until we meet. I never know just what to say, I only remember when you walk away. Word in hand and rubber lips, we let it fall from our fingertips. We cannot choose the ones we love when our hearts they speak so loudly. We can only listen. We can only listen. Would it be easier beneath the sun, where apples fall and rivers run? I'd be lying there next to you, and in the silence it all comes through. Oh, then we wouldn't have to speak, and all you'd hear is my heartbeat. We cannot choose the ones we love when our hearts they speak so loudly. We can only listen. We can only listen. We can only listen.
All right. Well, we're going to continue on with the aforementioned song that mentions those two cats that we caught in our neighborhood.
I feel like we have to now that we talked about it.
Yeah, we got to do it. So it's a song called It Was a Close One, and I think we wrote it very much in recognition of the fact that some years ago now, we were at a moment in our life that was like extremely special. It was, I guess, after the pandemic, but not long after, and sort of still during. A bunch of our friends moved back to Edmonton just by chance, just stars aligning. They were going to end up in other parts of the world, but one of our silver linings of the pandemic was they ended up back in Edmonton and living very close to us. And so we had this beautiful community for a time. And I think we just recognized that it wasn't going to last forever. And so why not put it in a song?
You think this city looks its best when you are leaving, glittering so far away you can't tell that it's freezing. You would travel anywhere to feel the pressure easing, but you stayed at home where your blood and bone kept you.
You grew up in the West End with friends at every corner. You drew up all the maps, but you were never the explorer. Never shared the dreams you had that pushed you ever forward. You stayed at home, couldn't let the world forget you. It was a close one for a while there, wasn't it? But now I'm coming home to you.
A daughter who built castles so tall they'd fall around her.
A second son who built machines and planned out each encounter.
And neither quite as satisfied as all the friends they found were. So we made a home where we chose our own directions. Our street is filled with laughter now, and noise and inspiration. Returning friends we never thought would be the year's salvation. Tracking down stray cats and patching cracks in old foundations. In our Garno home with its charming imperfections. It was a close one for a while there, wasn't it? Sometimes all you ever need is waiting there for you to see it through. Oh, I love coming home to you. You still think our city looks its best when we are leaving, but I love this life so much sometimes it feels like I am dreaming.
It doesn't take a lot to find the magic I believe in.
When we're warm at home where your blood and bone kept you. It was a close one for a while there, wasn't it? Sometimes all you ever need is waiting there for you to see it through. Oh, I love coming home to you.
Say 56. We'll do a fast one and then another one.
Fast
We're
one,
trying
a
to squeeze
short
in a
one.
couple more.
I don't know about this crowd. They look like rioters to me, Paul. So we're
All
going
right.
to do a short song that's a cover by a favorite band of ours called that's mostly one person, called Iron and Wine. And then we are going to wrap up the night with a song, the one song that has been requested by more than one person. But we'll keep you in suspense for that.
You said wake up? Having cheese? Good thing I checked the lyrics.
This song we've only played once before for anybody, but we both know it so well that the first time we played it, it came very quickly. So it's very muscle memory. The second you think about it, those things vanish. This song is called Naked as We Came.
She said, wake up, it's no use pretending. I'll keep stealing, breathing her. Birds are leaving over autumn's ending. One of us will die inside these arms. Eyes wide open, naked as we came. One will spread our ashes round the yard. She says if I leave before you, darling, don't you waste me in the ground. I lay smiling like our sleeping children. One of us will die inside these arms. Eyes wide open, naked as we came. One will spread our ashes round the yard.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for all being here. It's much less fun to play to nobody. We still like it, but it really, really matters to us that you all took some time to come here and spend this evening with us. I know Wednesday can be a weird night to go out sometimes, but it's also kind of the best. 'Cause you're always, if you're Monday to Friday, you're already in the downhill half of your week, just rolling towards a fun weekend. We are so glad. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Little Brick. Thank you, Prairie Song Alliance. Just we are so happy to have been here. We're so happy to have shared this night with you. If you're interested in chatting with us or hearing more about what we're doing, we have a QR code by the front for signing up for our mailing list. And I spend a lot of time writing the mailing list. So I try to make it really good. Thank you. Yes. We put a call out on our mailing list for the people that we know to request any songs for tonight, just to help make it kind of extra special and community feeling. And this song is the one that got requested by everybody who put a request in. It's actually also bears the honor of being the first song that Spencer and I have ever wrote together. We wrote it as a writing exercise. It has been rewritten a little bit since then, but it's at its core the same song. And it's called, oh no, now I'm going to time this wrong. Put that down.
It's
Ready
my
to go?
timing, that's the problem. I always do that.
It's called 93 Tercel.
been 10 years, and the trees still block out the streetlights. I never thought that I'd end up back here, or that these old shoes wouldn't feel right. Oh, I'm waiting for my luck to change. Home isn't what it used to be. Old patterns leave me feeling strange. Memory lane is calling me. At least I still have the keys to my old car. Dusty and rusted, God, I hope it starts. Maybe I'll go see if Sophie's still here in that big white house by the railways. We'll watch the sunset and she'll draw me near. I'll disappear into the old days. Oh, I'm waiting for my luck to change. Home isn't what it used to be. Old patterns leave me feeling strange. Memory lane is lonely. At least I still have the promise rings we shared. Although I don't know if they can be repaired. I know they say you can't go home. What choice is there when you're alone and overworked and overdrawn? Your list of fears goes on and on. I know they say you can't go home. They might be right, 'cause now I know that lingering in my old yard won't get me too far. There's only ghosts left in this weary town. The empty white house sees me grieving. You can't find a future just wandering around. Even the pigeons are leaving. Oh, I'm waiting for my luck to change. Home isn't what it used to be. Old patterns leave me feeling strange. Memory lane is empty. At least I still have my 93 Tercel. It runs good enough to let me say farewell.
Thank you all so much.
Thank you all so much.
Well, a huge thank you, everybody, to Kaylin and Spencer, Loud in the Pines. What a great evening, you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks to all of you for being here. Thanks to Jenny and Little Brick for giving us a place to do this thing. But most of all, thanks to all of you for supporting local, supporting live, and for coming out tonight. Have a great evening, and come and say hi to these guys afterwards, okay?